All right, let's get right into it. A whole new generation of AI is just around the corner, and everyone's saying it's going to change everything. Now, for traders, that promise sounds like pure gold. But you know what comes with every gold rush, right? A whole lot of scammers. So today, we're going to cut through the hype and separate the real deal from the total noise. I mean, every time a new AI model drops, the hype machine just goes into absolute overdrive. So we have to ask the real question. Who actually gets rich from this? Is it the serious trader who does their homework, or is it the person on the internet selling you a pipe dream? And that leads us straight into our first section, what we're calling the new AI gold rush. You've seen this movie before, right? A huge tech breakthrough happens, and immediately two kinds of people get to work. You've got the innovators who are building real, useful tools, and then you've got the marketers who just slap the AI label on some old, dusty system. They are literally betting that you'll be too caught up in the hype to think critically. Okay, so how do they actually trick you? Well, let's pull back the curtain on their number one weapon. This brings us to section 2, the perfect backtest lie. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that beautiful, perfect, upward-sloping equity curve from a backtest. It looks absolutely incredible, like a literal money printing machine. It's specifically designed to trigger your FOMO and make you think you're about to miss out on the easiest money of your life. But here's the truth. It is almost always a complete, carefully engineered fantasy. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The people who are actually building legitimate tools in this space, they are furious. As one source put it, it's nothing less than a pure and simple scam. The big online marketplaces are just flooded with these things, and the more visible they are, the more people fall right into the trap. And this really shows you their whole business model, their whole game. Step 1, they sell you the dream with that perfect backtest. Step 2, the bot probably uses some high win rate strategy, like a martingale, so you win a whole bunch of small trades right at the start. Step 3, you get excited, you think you found the holy grail, and you leave a glowing 5-star review. This is the most important part for them, because step 4, a month or so later, the inevitable happens, and your account gets completely wiped out. But by then, it's too late. Your review has already helped them suck in the next 5 victims. So if we know we can't trust the beautiful backtest, what should we be looking for instead? Let's get real and take an honest look at what actual AI does in a live market. How should we really judge a tool that claims to use intelligence? Well, not by some pretty chart of the past that it was designed to ace. No, you judge it by how it behaves right now, in the messy, ugly, chaotic present. Now, take a look at this. What's so interesting here is what this isn't. It's not some polished, slick marketing graphic. It is a screenshot of a real MetaTrader 5 terminal, trading gold, live. And you know what? It's not perfect. In fact, it's messy. And that's the whole point. Let's actually break down what we're seeing. See that performance panel? Yep, it's showing a negative week. Now look over on the right. There's an open trade that is currently losing money. It's even tracking the actual cost of making calls to the AI model. This isn't a fantasy, folks. This is the reality of live trading. There are uncomfortable moments, there are drawdowns, and there are floating losses. Honesty isn't about hiding this stuff, it's about showing it. But there is one little detail in that screenshot that is way more important than everything else. And it gets right to the heart of what separates real intelligence from just, simple automation. Look really closely here. On both of those terminals, the AI's verdict isn't buy and it isn't sell, it's wait. The system is looking at the messy, choppy conditions on gold and actively deciding that the single best trade to take is no trade at all. And this right here, this is the entire ballgame. The single most valuable, most powerful, and most underrated decision an AI can make in trading is to do absolutely nothing. To wait. To filter out a bad setup. To preserve your capital. So let's just put it side by side. The fake AI bot is always trying to trade. It's just a rigid set of rules with a fancy name. A real AI decisioning system knows when the market sucks, and it has the power to say no. And let me tell you, if your bot can't say no, you don't have an AI. You just have automation with better marketing. All right, so you're probably asking, how does this actually work? What is the technology that allows an AI to make these kinds of smart, nuanced decisions? It's called an AI decision layer, and honestly, it's exactly what it sounds like. Instead of having a bunch of rigid rules hard-coded in, it's a system that packages up all the live real-time market data, sends it off to a huge language model, like a GPT or a Gemini, and gets back an intelligent verdict on what to do.
The process is pretty straightforward, but it's really powerful. First, it grabs all the live market data and context. Second, it sends all that context to the AI model for analysis. Third, it gets a verdict back, and not just buy or sell, but also weight or filter. And then finally, the trading platform can actually act on that smart recommendation.
And this is precisely what that tool we saw in the live screenshot, Do It Alpha Pulse AI, is built for. Let me be crystal clear. It is not a magic money printer. It is an engine, a tool, built for traders who want to test this very concept, a real AI decision layer right inside their own trading platform. It's really for people who want to understand where this tech is truly going. So what does all this mean for the future of trading? Well, that brings us to our final section. The future is adaptive. This goes so far beyond just simple entry signals. A real AI decision layer changes everything. You get better filtering because it can see things in the market a human just can't. You get better trade management because it takes emotion completely out of the equation. And the real game changer here is adaptation. Unlike a rigid old school bot, a real AI can see that the market has changed and it can actually adjust its strategy. The true future here isn't about making human traders obsolete. Not at all. It's about evolving your job. Your role is going to shift from being the person who's nervously clicking the buy and sell buttons to being the supervisor of an intelligent agent that's doing all that analysis and execution for you. You set the main strategy, and it handles the tactics. So the most crucial takeaway is this. The next big leap forward in trading is not going to come from a prettier backtest or another so-called magic bot. It's going to come from integrating a more intelligent decision-making process into what we already do. The future isn't a perfect bot. It's a better decision. And the only question left is, are you ready to test it?